The shooting death of 18-year-old Michael Brown outraged many people across the country, as you know, and around the world. One group, though, in particular, the millennials. They made sure their voices were heard online and on the streets of Ferguson, Missouri. Ebony Johnson-Cooper joins us. She's a social media strategist and a chief millennial officer, Friends of Ebony. Social media, Ebony, pretty much got this story trending within hours after the shooting. But you say this is only the beginning of all this. Explain that.
Oh, absolutely. Social media is our platform. It has become our platform. It's an awareness tool, and it's a way to galvanize people around a cause. And when something like this has happened, emotions are raw. People are just looking for an outlet to share how they feel and come together in a sense of solidarity. And that's what social media has allowed for us to do.
It really has, and allows people to connect with other people who are passionate. You say, though, instead of tweeting a hashtag, millennials can really put action back in activism. How so?
Absolutely. One thing to recognize, and I was reminded of this, that hashtags are simply a tactic to a larger strategy. And when you look at it from a communications perspective, we have to remember that a tactic cannot supersede a strategy, and we have to be very intentional about the work that we want to do on the ground. And so I think that the hashtags that we're using, it's a great way to spread the message and get people active, but then we have to enable the strategy that's behind it to get people active on the ground. And I think that is what we are looking for next, is what that strategy is going to be.
And as you know, there's a difference between peaceful protest and not peaceful, as we saw. What is your solution to getting involved but keeping it calm and kind of pushing down that outrage?
Absolutely. As I said, you know, the initial reaction was an emotional one, and I think now we are beginning to see what the issues are, whether that be voting and those disparities that exist there. And when you know better, you do better. And I think there's an opportunity to educate not just the people of Ferguson, but communities across the country, that those municipal voting opportunities are when you can really voice your opinion and make the difference. And so I think that education is key and voting is key, and that's what we're looking to next.
I like that. When you know better, you do better. Certainly,
absolutely.
Education is the key to all of this. Ebony, what does justice mean and look like to you?
Justice, what that looks like and means to me is that wrong is prosecuted to the highest extent of the law, as that can be, and we live in a country where everyone has the right to a fair trial. And I think that as the evidence comes to the surface for this and any other trial, that we can only, for me, that is praying that justice prevails, and that as we move forward, that our communities again begin to continue to educate ourselves, so that we don't get angry when things like this happen, but we are proactive rather than reactive.
Yeah, a full investigation indeed. Ebony, thanks so much. Great speaking with you.
Thank you so much.